Who would have thunk it? But Roman Reigns, I think, had the better promo.
I don't think so.
Really?
I liked the Roman. It just seemed too forced. It seemed too scripted.
That's what I thought about CM Punk's.
No, don't watch how you talk about my family, things like that. I feel like CM Punk going out there and, I brought the Shield into WWE, would not for me, yada yada yada. I feel like taking the safe route out of bringing up Colt Cabana, because if I'm Roman Reigns and I'm not scripted, I'm bringing up AEW.
Okay, so the mic's back on. Wasn't on for the live stream. It says we haven't posted a video in 6 days. That is incorrect. We live
That's wrong.
streamed twice.
Yeah,
Or was it once? At least
twice.
once.
Um, no, we live streamed before the Royal Rumble with Austin, and then we live streamed after the Royal Rumble
Right.
with me in the parking lot of the Fries.
Either way, whether it says our last video was 6 days ago or not, we haven't gone anywhere. We're still
No,
here.
no,
We're
I
still
literally have gone nowhere. I'm still sitting in the parking
2026 is
lot
our
of
year.
Fries.
Mentally.
Dude, those were some sharp photos. Whoever took those photos, that's some professional grade. Some professional grade headshot level photos you put up
They
on
were
Instagram.
professional.
Oh,
And
all right.
there might be more. There might be more in the batch, but I gotta save that in case I ever make a graphic that says I'm available for bookings.
Ooh,
But
dude,
you know
you
what would
should
be
make
cool is if
A
like
Vegas graphic.
what a Vegas graph. I could. But I'm committed to the booth, bro.
Yeah,
I can't ditch the booth to
we
go
should just.
be an indie ring announcer.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's okay though.
I
I
gotta
could
sit
hold
next
down
to
the
Marty
fort, dude.
Jannetty and the Rockers. Or
I
the
don't.
the fucking
Yeah,
Rock and Roll Express.
Rock and Roll
Jeez.
Express. Um, who was announced today? Athena and Billy Starks and Mickey James yesterday.
Mickey James, big friend of the podcast.
Yeah. Who else? Who else has been announced since then? Um, dude, you know what we need to talk about? The crazy, insane event we're gonna be a part of in the crowd, and I feel like we manifested it, dude.
Fourth row or second row?
We're fourth row.
That's fine with me. I'm tall
That's
enough.
at a GCW show. That's fourth row is I'm
That's
still
in the
gonna get
ring.
hit with some stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna be at Joey Janela's Spring Break 10 for the Sandman's last
He
match.
has to be wrestling Joey Janela, right?
Dude, imagine Gunther is the Legend Killer and Joey Janela is the ECW Legend Killer.
I literally um
Please don't take our tickets away.
yeah, no, that was too far. That was too far. I don't know I don't know who else in GCW I'd want to see. You know who would be good? Sandman and Matt Tremont would be a good match, a good old bloody beer fest.
You know who I'm excited to
Um
see at that show? I'm excited to see Atticus Cogar. I believe he's still a GCW champion.
yeah.
And I'm also excited to see someone who I think was like one of the breakout stars of the year. Didn't win our award though.
No.
But KJ Orso, formerly known as Fuego del
Fuego
Sol.
del Sol. That guy's
Dude,
he's a bad guy right now. He needs to
yes,
put the
he
mask back
is.
on. You know, he's really cool though. I did ambush him outside of the bathroom at a GCW show to take a picture, and he was all for it.
God bless him.
But that's when he had the mask on. Now I don't know if he'd be so nice. Now he might pull me into the bathroom and give me a swirly.
Keeping kayfabe alive.
Yeah.
All right.
Um, yeah, dude, I've been looking at all these other wrestling shows, trying to see if there's anything really coming up. There's a lot at midnight.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
What happened to why
who's
can't we do
going to
something at
these
like 2
shows?
o'clock?
Yeah. Who's going to these shows at midnight? Oh, Lexi said I am not allowed to go to Juggalo Championship Wrestling.
What? Why?
I don't know, but I think we need to make it happen still. She's worried I can no longer hang with the Juggalos. Whoop whoop. She doesn't know
What
that
do
I'm a former Hatchet man.
what do you need to hang with the juggalos for? You buy your ticket, you sit in your seat, and you watch the show.
Um, well, don't people like fight at? But you know what? People fight everywhere.
I'm
You're
not
right.
fighting anybody.
I need to put my no. If I put my foot down, she's gonna beat me up, and then it's like I might as well have gone to the Juggalo show.
Well, on Friday we have WrestleCon all day, but then we have Joey Janela, but
Yeah,
friend of the podcast Emma and first lady of the podcast my wife Morgan are going to be at Cheap Trick concert. After that,
yeah, we got to go to the Joey Janela after party.
I was going to say I think we hit
Yeah,
Fremont Street for a crazy night out.
yeah. We I was thinking too that I don't know. We gotta find. I gotta call my hotel because I'm going there a day early now. I told you that. I'm gonna be basically living in Vegas for 6 days.
Are you getting there on Tuesday now?
Yeah, we're gonna get there Tuesday. We're gonna get there Tuesday night, so Wednesday morning I could, while you guys are on your way, I could go and do some CinemaCon stuff.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Um, but then I don't know. We'll figure out some other shows to go to.
Dude,
There'll be plenty.
it's coming up quick.
You know.
WrestleCon, Las Vegas, WrestleMania.
Well,
How about we
let's
talk WrestleMania?
yeah, because I been thinking about WrestleMania all day, but I want to know what your thoughts were on the first Road to WrestleMania Raw. I already told the friends of the podcast mine on TikTok. I have something I got to say about it because I'm convinced that somehow, some way, we get to this place. But I want to hear what you have to say.
Well, I don't I I like how the stories are connecting so far. It seems like things are making sense. Like for instance, Braun Breaker, when he's having his meltdown and Paul grabs the mic and he says, you know, Adam Pierce, you had to sign off on everyone who came over because it was overseas, and so you know who the man of the mask is. Like it just makes Adam Pierce seem a little more important, and I'm kind of like,
Yeah,
yeah, how do you explain that? And so, like, did Seth Rollins just sneak in someone's luggage? Like, we don't know. So, I'm curious to see how that develops, and I'm really curious to see what Braun Breaker does like at WrestleMania because I don't think they would get rid of him in the Rumble so quickly and then have him do something like win the Elimination Chamber and then be in a main event. Like it would just feel like all this anger is wasted. So I don't think he's going to main event WrestleMania or be in a title match. I think it's Seth Rollins in a grudge match or maybe someone in the Vision or you know I don't know. So I'm just excited to see how hot the temperature can get with his anger. Liv Morgan and Raquel, I thought Raquel did a good job of like politicking her way into being like, yeah, bitch, I don't believe you. Stay in the back. Let me have my
yeah.
title shot. And then, dude, Roman and CM Punk. Who would have thunk it? But Roman Reigns, I think, had the better promo.
I don't think so.
Really?
I like the Roman. It just seemed too forced. It seemed too scripted.
That's what I thought about CM Punk's.
No, I feel like you know. oh, don't watch how you talk about my family, things like that. I feel like CM Punk going out there and, I brought the Shield into WWE, would not for me, yada, yada, yada. I feel like, taking the safe route out of bringing up Colt Cabana. Because if I'm Roman Reigns and I'm not scripted, I'm bringing up AEW. What are they going to do?
Well, he did mention you, what, 2 years ago you were blah blah blah, and I was,
Yeah. But
holding it down.
I, uh, I would have gone more into it. I would say, well, you were getting beat up on in the other place or something like that. I just feel like they go at CM Punk with kid gloves, and I feel like that was part of the script. Don't mention it when they need to just let somebody let loose.
Okay. Well, I
But
could see that. One thing that I, especially towards the end, when Roman, because Roman got the last word, and I thought the last word to me was like, that's what made me think that he came away with the promo, like that he got the best CM Punk, because right before that, before Roman's last little bit, Punk was like doing his angry yell, and it was just, I don't know. And then Roman, his response to that was very authoritative, but also like a lot calmer. He even laughed at CM Punk when CM Punk said that you know, what did he say? I made the Shield, or
yeah.
whatever he said. I don't know, dude. Roman Reigns, I saw this on Instagram. The first to headline 10 WrestleManias. I wouldn't bet against Roman Reigns going into this thing, regardless of how good the promo is or not. CM Punk's old. Roman Reigns, maybe he's past his prime, but he's still jacked. He's still dominant. I think Roman Reigns walks out the champion.
So as much as I am into Zebros fighting each other, um, I still don't think that that is the match we get.
Really?
I don't. I think that Drew's involvement in ruining, not only did he ruin the match to open Saturday night's main event, he also ruined Cody Rhodes, got involved in the Royal Rumble, eliminated Cody Rhodes, took that chance at the championship away from Cody Rhodes. I think that in the Elimination Chamber, Drew McIntyre is forced to put up his championship. I think you'll have names in there like Jacob Fatu. Um I think you get probably Will Hobbs or Royce Keys. I think you get Cody, Drew. So there's four, and then throw in I don't know, two other guys. It could be anybody on SmackDown. And I think that your Elimination Chamber winner is Cody Rhodes. Cody calls out Roman with a much better sell of the story than CM Punk, and we still get Cody Roman night two.
You still, wow.
I think that this is a bait and switch to throw us off. I think them announcing, yeah, something like that is a bait and switch to throw us off. Very similar to I've been thinking about this a lot today. As much as they want to tell us that Cody, pointing at Roman, I don't think Cody was ever supposed to point at Roman when he
No.
won the Royal Rumble, but I think the plan was always still Cody and Roman, and they were going to use Cody and Seth as a bait and switch, um, to get us to where we got to for WrestleMania. I think that it was always going to be like that. I think that this is another bait and switch. We're still going to get Cody Roman, and we're going to get Punk and Braun Breaker, probably. If not Braun Breaker, um, than Punk and Gunther.
Ooh, that's man, because you have Gunther in this too, and like the only place for him to go is to the championship at this point again.
Yeah, because he's unless AJ Styles isn't done, unless because they didn't do the spot in the Rumble like I thought they would with Gunther and Brock to set up Brock. They didn't do
And you have Brock.
what?
You just I forgot about Brock.
I
Sorry.
don't even think. Yeah, I don't. I mean, I don't know.
Well, this is what makes it fun though. When you don't know and there's so many different directions they could go, that's kind of like we complain when it's not like this, when it's too predictable.
Yeah.
So this is a good place to be. I think man, I don't know, Roman Reigns and CM Punk is money, and it hasn't happened since CM Punk came back. So part of me wants to think you're right because if they're going to piggyback off of like what's worked in the last couple years, it's like it swerves all the way. The thing with WrestleMania 40, though, that whole swerve was organic. Like it was going to be Rock and Roman, and the fans didn't want it. And then that's how the final boss was created, and the finished WrestleMania 40. And like, if they're trying to recreate that in an unorganic way, I think you're taking a big risk.
Are you? I don't know how much we've talked about it. I'm sure we have talked about it. Are you a Rocky fan?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What, in your opinion, is the beauty of Rocky 1?
But he lost.
That he lost the first bout. What makes Rocky
Like the rest of
2?
them.
What makes Rocky 2 one of the greatest underdog stories of all time?
That he won.
That he won. You know what we never got?
He never got that third one.
We never got the third one. There was, they allude to it over and over again, and especially in the Creed movies, that there was a third fight. Who won? Um, I honestly believe that this is going to be our Rocky Apollo 3.
Okay. And I'm not mad if they can get me there. I won't be mad at it. But if they just throw this together, dude, like Seth and Roman and freaking all these guys have been fighting each other for the last forever long. Kevin Owens and Roman, Drew and you know, if they can get me there, I'm for it.
All right. Um, we'll see, buddy. There's one thing that I am pissed off about the WWE about. We touched on it a little bit. This WWE 2K26 game. I if you are them, right? And you don't have at your, we're doing this attitude era thing. If you're them and you don't have the likeness of Mick Foley, you don't have Sting, you don't have Ric Flair, you don't have um I don't know who, you don't have Vince McMahon. What do you base the Attitude Era around?
You know, I listening. So one of the things that I always remember or liked about Busted Open was they would talk about the real history of things and not the WWE rewritten history of things.
Mm-hmm.
People like you and me who were there for at least some of it, we're dying out, man.
Yeah.
All these new kids with their PlayStations and their Roblox and their Minecrafts and their 6, 7, and they're all this stuff.
And this game's gonna be only new gen consoles too. I can't or consoles. I can't play on my Xbox One.
Well, and this is actually interesting to me because you're not a gamer,
No.
whereas, I am. So I love that this is affecting you in some way
I
because
did.
it's
I
affecting
was
me too.
excited.
The fact that Triple H is on the Attitude Era edition is wearing the World Heavyweight. I'm sorry. That's not, and Booker T didn't look like that.
You know,
Booker
if
T is
they,
in the Hall of Fame as part of Harlem Heat, which was in WCW.
yeah, it would be cool if they focused on post to using 2003 post Attitude Era, focus on evolution, somehow make that work with Ric Flair being involved. Focus on that rise of Triple H, the debut to Goldberg. You have The Rock, you have Stone Cold, in a managerial role. You have, you get Kane in there, RVD, do that whole storyline.
Still get Rico.
Yeah. Um,
If they did, they truly maybe because I don't know. They could do an Attitude Era or a Ruthless Aggression Era game as soon as Edge leaves AEW.
yeah.
If they
Yeah, because
did,
you couldn't even do a John Cena edition because you don't have you just don't have Edge.
you got Rey Mysterio in there, Undertaker. You could get by without MVP and Shelton Benjamin. It would hurt, but you could do it.
Yeah.
Man.
JBL, yeah, that's a good one.
By the way, dude, saw a video of JBL. He took his first bump in like I forget how long he said. But dude, could you imagine if JBL came back for one last run? Who would you want to see JBL? Let's book JBL's last five opponents. He comes back for 5 dates.
in WWE.
No, I feel like that's either a GCW or an AEW thing. Maybe
I
even
can
TNA.
I'd like to see him I would like to see him on a 5 date indie run.
Okay.
I want to see him in Manders, the one called Manders.
Okay.
I'd like to see him and Clark Connors.
Who's Clark Connors?
He is a member of the Bullet Club War Dogs.
Okay.
I'd like to see him and Effie would be very entertaining. I feel like you could do a lot with that. Um, Blue or Fake Kane or whatever his name is, Gain.
Gain. Yeah.
Um, uh, and then Tommy Dreamer.
All right. Tommy Dreamer. I do not know why I had to write all those down, but I did.
I feel like there's not enough. I feel like we didn't get enough out of the JBL hates ECW story.
Maybe he does. Dude, maybe JBL is Sandman's last opponent.
That'd be cool. They're
God,
both in Vegas. They're both going to be in Vegas.
dude, if we're sitting next to JBL, I'm gonna get a little nervous.
Oh, not me. Dude, if we sat next to JBL, you'd have to listen, you'd have to convince me to get back to work. I'm gonna be sitting there with a pen and a pad and just asking him financial questions the whole entire time. I told you that, I think I told you that my grandfather and I every Saturday morning used to watch JBL on Fox News, the Bulls and the Barons and the market, and he would give his top his top picks for what stocks you should buy that week, why you should buy that, different business opinions. I mean, he's a really good businessman.
Have you
It's
s-
not just a gimmick.
have you seen um It's like some stock tracker. It's the what's the dude's last name? Who's the famous like stock TV guy? His first name's Jim.
Oh, Jim Cramer.
Yeah, it's the stock tracker thing is the reverse Kramer, and like
That's
next to
awesome.
Nancy Pelosi, it's like one of the most followed trackers because
I
it's
believe it. You know what? I'll give. What's it called? My grandfather, God rest his soul, did not like wrestling, but he only ever liked two wrestlers. JBL was one of them because he was on the Saturday morning show, and for some reason, Asuka. On my grandfather's way out, maybe that was a sign. I don't know. He
was
just was a huge Asuka fan. He would like every one of Asuka's matches. He found her very entertaining.
was he ever sent to Asia overseas or anything as part of the war
No,
effort?
no, he just Asuka made him laugh.
She's funny.
Yeah, he liked her matches. He said her matches were really good, and she's funny.
And he's not wrong, dude. Asuka for a time there, she was probably next to Charlotte Flair, the undoubtedly the best women's wrestler they had.
Yeah.
All right.
All
Well,
right,
ladies and
buddy. I gotta
gentlemen.
go cook some dinner. I gotta watch a movie premiere. Then I gotta put my laundry away, and then I can go to bed.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in to House is Fake. Don't forget to follow us, HITFPOD, TikTok, Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Be sure to come see me the next couple weeks. I'll be ring announcing here and there. If you go to the Instagram I just told you about, you'll be able to figure out which one you can go to.
Is the VWC this weekend?
Yeah, that's on Saturday.
Ooh,
And it looks like friend of the podcast, Jarrell
super
Enon,
vegan.
Super Vegan Diaz, is making his return. So
Are
figured I'd have
they
to get him on and talk to it or talk to him about it.
Ooh, I'd like that. I do want to are they gonna stream this one again?
Not sure. If there was one to stream, it would be this one.
I know. The card looks good. All right, well let's try to I don't know. We'll see. Maybe we can get an episode out. I'm other than tomorrow night. I guess I got some time on Thursday. All right, we'll figure it out, folks. Have a good night or morning or whenever the hell you're listening to this. We'll talk to you soon.
Later.
Later.